All right, let's step inside. Come on in. Let's get the lay of the land here. There's a lot to see. We got windows. I spent too many years in warehouse basements. It sounds great in here to me, and I like the sunlight. So we got windows. And let's dive in on the gear. So MacBook Pro based rig here. We're running Cubase. We're running Cubase pretty much for everything. Tracking, production, mixing, mastering. We do everything in Cubase here. And then of course we've got Softtube Console 1 and the fader. That's really like the hub. That's the part 1B to the 1A of Cubase. You can see here all these inserts. I use the console one on everything, and then that's kind of the basis. I want to tweak something, I'll reach out, I grab a knob. If I want to do something spicy, then I grab another plugin. So we've got that readout on the iPad. Over here, we've got plugin. This goes to the West Audio Bus Comp. I'm gonna show you that in a second. I love that. Of course, you know, we've got Eventide all over the place. Like the H90, that gets used on a lot of stuff because it's the best effects. I love it. Speakers, monitors, all Atom all day. The big ones are the SV3s. And then I got the little ones. Those are the AV4s, turned sideways. And then my third monitor that I use, little JBL Bluetooth charge. It's not connected Bluetooth. I'm plugged in, but you know, these are lovely. These are beautiful, but not everybody's got those. Pretty much everybody's got something like that. So the records need to slap down there too. Below that, we've got 500 series rack, lots of stuff, some Eventide, some Empirical Labs, lots of DIY recording equipment. And then, you know, got Handsome Audio. We're going to talk a lot more about that in a second. The Quagliardi preamp, so we got all that. Those are used as hardware inserts in Cubase. So I just go out of the interface into one of these, spice it up, boom, back into the system. I always keep a little stereo mic on my desk just in case I need to grab something. If I'm doing behind the scenes audio or behind the scenes video for something, or if I just need to drop a shaker or hand claps or whatever into a record, I just keep it right there. This is 12 gauge microphones. They build mics inside shotgun shells. It's crazy. I got a few of those. I like those. We'll step here for a second, and then we'll get to the heart of things. So we've got patch bays, of course, converters, interfaces. I'll use the Steinberg AXR interfaces. Got a little Faro fish converters here. And then the beginning of my analog mix bus. So I've got the Neve summing mixer, the 5057. And the output of that runs to this, one of my favorites, the Handsome Audio Zulu. It is a tape emulator. It's completely passive. There's no power plug. It's just the right, properly selected electronics, and you run your records through it, and it sounds good, and you make millions and retire to islands. That's the plan. From there, we come over here. So this is where most of the rest of my mix bus lies. We've got a pair of Neve 551s. You know, if I need to just finesse the mix bus a little bit. Got a little hidden gem here. I'm giving away the sauce here, but the Behringer Edison is a multi-band stereo processor. They don't even make it anymore, but they should. It's really well built. It sounds dope. It's a little hidden gem from them. And then below that, we've got the West Audio NG Bus Comp. This is my main mix bus compressor. And what's so dope about this, it's all hardware. It's all analog hardware. It's an SSL style compressor. It's got 2 different output transformers, so you can switch that. So it's super flexible, but it is also USB controlled. It's all analog, but with this plugin I showed you over here, It's digitally controlled, which means first recalls are a breeze, but I can also automate. So if I want to raise the threshold in the chorus and let things breathe a little bit more, or if I want to switch the release time in the B section, I can automate all that in Pro Tools and in Cubase, and the hardware will follow. So that's super ill. Below that, we got DBX 128. Software compressors are really good at like controlling stuff. But if I want something that's unique, something that's out of the box, then, I go to something like this. I really like the weird 70s DBX compressors. And then we've got a couple Dolby 361s down here, the noise reduction. But I'm not using it for the noise reduction. I use it. It's kind of like a parallel. It's like a multi-band processor. So I use it in parallel, and it makes the drums smack. It makes the vocals yell. And it's really dope. A few other things. This is long, but I got a lot of stuff. Some other stuff over here, some Quagliardi compressors, some preamps, some of that stuff. Cool old Orban compressor. And then this is the interface for my edit rig over here. I got a separate, some archiving, backups over here, and then some editing and that kind of stuff. So that's the backup rig. And then finally, we head in the booth. So nice little booth, cozy, not putting drums in here. I could fit a small kit, but really I'm doing vocals in here. Right now we've got an 80K Z squared 800 up here. It's a beautiful thing. That doesn't leave that stand that often because it sounds so good. But it's nice, it's cozy in there, and all of the lights in the studio are on the Philips Hue bulbs, so we can change colors and, customize the space to the artist. So when they come in, this place is theirs. We've got some vinyl up, some classics, some things I did, some big records here. We got some more over here. Lucky a lot of my stuff goes to vinyl. A lot of things I do with Backwood Studios, we do a lot of vinyl here. We got Arm & Hammer, Billy Wood, Shrapnel. We got everything in here. So, this is it. This is the greenhouse. This is where we do it. This is where we make it happen, baby.